Ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again with the Stay United Watchalong. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. We are here once again for Leeds United versus Man United. This time around, it's the fixtures reversed and we're at Elland Road. It's going to be an intense game. If it's anything to almost think about, based off of the game on Wednesday, Leeds played with a lot of intensity and gave United a lot of troubles on the counter-attack. Hopefully that isn't the same here, but we're going to have to be ready for it. And we should be better prepared. But blessings to everybody in the chat first and foremost. We got Super Nick in the cut saying, here we go again. Also, please smash a like and subscribe. Share to your friends and frenemies. All of that good stuff there. Big up to my guy Tariq in the cut. Hold on a second. Let me throw up the chats in the cut. Up and throw up the chats. Big up to my guy Tariq Talks. Be sure to subscribe to his channel over on YouTube, all socials, all of that good stuff. Hope you're doing well, bro. But it's a very important game for Manchester United because we dropped points, went 2-0 down, goals on either side of the halves. So we conceded literally in the first minute of the game, and then in the second half, a few minutes in, I believe the 48th minute or whatever, Nonto and then a Rafael Varane own goal. And we were able to fight back into that game and salvage a draw, almost win the game if a couple of chances may have went our way. But it was clear that the performance, the way we started, both the first half, the second half, and played really throughout most of the proceedings just wasn't good enough, and it needs to be better today. Now it's going to be a very, very difficult game when it comes to CN just going into UK drill. Hey, what's going on, Kevin Benson? Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. We got Manj in the cut. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Yes, but what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. But yeah, in the end of the day, it's going to be difficult. The atmosphere, Elland Road, we know about this derby, the Roses derby. We all know about it based off of the last episode of the United Twins. There will be an episode coming next week of the United Twins in the next couple of days looking at both of the games. So don't worry about that. Just trust me, I had this one planned out. But yeah, the Roses derby, the crowd are going to be up for it. Let's see if the players are going to be up for it again, because maybe you get a result, bit disappointed. Are you now determined to try and go one step further and get the win? Or are you kind of still in that disappointed moonset, or you're feeling a bit more comfortable because you're at home? So you kind of let it slip a little bit. I'm hoping Manchester United are prepared for either, should I say. But blessings everybody. Let me know how you're feeling about the game, and first and foremost, we're gonna show everybody the lineup, the Manchester United lineup, which is David De Gea in goal, Diogo Dalot, Harry Maguire back in that back four, Luke Shaw and Tyrone Malacia. So as you can see, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, the starting centre backs, Lisandro Martinez, Rafa Varane, a little bit of rotation, which is what Eric Ten Hag alluded to. So we'll have Luke Shaw, who has played well at centre back in the games that he has played. Once again, going to be a difficult game, and they kind of highlighted on the television. Harry Maguire coming into a high-intensity game like this, is it going to be difficult? Of course it's going to be difficult. Coming into any game is going to be difficult, but we hope that he can put in a good performance in that back four and be a leader that we expect him to be from that captaincy standpoint. In the midfield, Fred, Marcel Sabitzer, and Bruno Fernandes are the same midfield as it was on Wednesday. We did struggle a little bit. I'm not going to lie, a lot. Not a little bit, a lot in the end of the day. So hopefully they can do better and they're better prepared. Fred didn't have his best game. I thought Marcel Sabitzer wasn't too bad in there as well, but it was a difficult situation having to deal with Leeds and almost the lack of numbers that we had in the midfield, despite having three, or should have having at least two or three at times with Bruno Fernandes. And hopefully Bruno can have a good game attacking wise as well. He almost helped to spearhead our comeback in the end of the day. So we saw, a lot of people said he didn't have his best game, but he was still influential in our comeback. And that just shows how important Bruno Fernandes can be. Attacking, Jadon Sancho coming in for Alejandro Garnacho, and Marcus Rashford starting on the left-hand side, and then Wout Weghorst up front. So, yes, Jadon Sancho scoring, coming off the bench, being the one, I believe, who scored the equalising goal. Yes, the equalising goal against Leeds, when it went to 2-2. And Eric Ten Hag said, you know what? When Jaden's in the right state of mind, he needs to play because he's quality. He's absolute quality. And I know a lot of people, despite him not being in the squad, will ask, well, what does that mean for Anthony? I still think Anthony will have a massive part in this team. Don't you worry about that. He's out currently right now. And hopefully he'll be back soon. But we shall see. It just means more rotations, more options for us, and that's even better. So Jadon Sancho on that right-hand side. Marcus Rashford, who's in scintillating form, got there, won the header. You know, a lot of people were shocked. He went into the striker's position against Leeds for Wout Weghorst when he came off, won the header, and started that comeback. So, you know, we saw a lot of Marcus Rashford in the development, and he's in some scintillating goal-scoring form. Wout Weghorst, a lot of people saying not too sure about him thus far. Yeah, he's had a frustrating time in front of goal, not a lot of chances. And then when you come off now, you see a ball go into the box and Marcus Rashford wins the header. So, of course, you're going to be frustrated. But in the end of the day, a lot of the things he's doing off ball hopefully will help the team today, as it has in some games here and there. And we shall see. Hopefully we do get more well-delivered balls in there with Diogo Dalot on the right-hand side. Maybe Terrell Malacia can get forward a little more too. But we shall show. Let me know what you think of the lineup, the starting lineup. And on the bench, we got Tom Heaton, Victor Lindelof, Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Facundo Pellistri, Zidane Iqbal, Anthony Elanga, and Alejandro Garnacho. And of course, the game is at Elland Road. Match officials also, I always like to go through the match officials. So we got Paul Tierney, a referee today. Assistant referees, Konstantin Hadzidakis. Never heard of him before. And Neil Davies. A VAR referee. So the head one is Michael Salisbury. The assistant is Simon Long. And then the fourth official is Andy Madley. And then I'm going to show you guys also, before I go into the comments, I'm going to show you guys the Leeds United lineup real quick. So they got Ilan Meslier, Ayling, Firpo, Robin Koch, Wobert, who had a lot of defensive clearances for them, blocks, clearances on Wednesday night, Adams, Weston McKennie, Somerville, Jack Harrison, Patrick Bamford, and Willie Gnonto, who scored that absolute banger of a goal in the first minute, which just cannot happen in this game. So let me know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. They also got a couple of injuries in that first half, which was a bit disappointing for them. You can see there's still a few players in terms of that, because going into this game, you know, Rodrigo's out. Let's see, Luis Sinistella, as you can see, he's not even on the bench for this one, which is unfortunately. Mark Roca, he hasn't made it to the bench either. He was a doubt for the game. Liam Cooper also hasn't made it in the squad, so he was a doubt going into this game. Stuart Dallas was out. Adam Forshaw, so they do have a few missing, Leeds United. But let's go into the comments, because I've left it long enough before we go into the game. And also, what I'm going to do while I'm here, I'm going to slap up a poll and see what you guys think, who's winning this game. Guess the result settings. The results. Boom. Give me a moment, guys. Win. Win or draw. All right, so the poll's out now, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to give your predictions and also some score predictions in the chat. Let me know how you're feeling, some score predictions and all of them stuff there. Hey, man like T, fam, big up yourself, fam. Vobert. Big up to T, fam. Where is it? There we go, fam. There we go. Hey, the W in Vobert is pronounced V. I know you're a man of culture, fam. Big up yourself, T, fam. Come on. Alright, cool. Let's go through the comments. Says T saying, my head was gone yesterday after Arsenal's draw, but I calmed down. Now the news has come out that Lee Mason forgot to draw the lines. My head is hot again. Nah, you know what? Something needs to be said about this VAR situation, you know, because we got 6 minutes to go in the game. And how many mistakes were made yesterday? How many mistakes were made yesterday on VAR? I remember the Souček Campbell against Chelsea. I think Brighton had a incorrect offside decision. And there are many more. Arsenal situation, like, Yeah, it's a sticky one still. Ivan Toney, the lead up to that goal, like there were so many situations, and you know what? People are right here. It's not video assistant referee. It's the people control inside Stokely Park controlling the video assistant referee. It's a sticky one still, man. It's a sticky one still. It is a sticky one still. Much changed defense, so this will be interesting. Maguire and Shaw together will be in it. Yeah, exactly that. It's a different partnership for sure, but hopefully we can do well. It will be a difficult game for both Harry Maguire to come into because he hasn't been a regular starter this season. He's coming in, he's wearing the captain's armband because he is still the club captain. Of course, Bruno Fernandes has worn it a lot of the time, so he's more so the vice captain and the de facto captain altogether. But it's going to be a difficult game. Luke Shaw, you trust him in centre-back with the games that he's played. And, of course, Diogo Dalot, Terrell Malacia, they're going to have a big performance once again today. No AWB saying Kevin Benson. I believe he's had a little illness. So hopefully he's recovering from that one too. Big up my guy, Rich Eagle Eye Football. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Be sure to go and subscribe to Eagle Eye Football over on YouTube and also all socials, ladies and gentlemen. Also saying big up the chat. And big up Paxton. I think Paxton's somewhere. Where's Paxton at? Big up Paxton. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. I think I've bigged up everybody. Don't think I'm missing out anybody today. Kevin Benson saying 2:52 a.m. Monday and a cyclone hitting. They're still looking for... Listen, stay safe. Stay safe in the ends, Kevin. Stay safe in the ends. Man saying 2-1 Leeds. They will be up for this. Eagle Eye Football saying 3-1 United. So man just saying the Leeds are going to win too. Oh, Lord have mercy. Their players are just walking out of the tunnels now. You can hear the crowd already. You can already hear the crowd. Kevin Benson saying 2-0 to Manchester United. See, saying less. Ooh. But you know what, yeah, that Spurs game. Ooh, they got peppered, fam. They got peppered. What now? What's going on with them? They win against City is crazy. T also coming in saying, I think Bruno will have a good game today. CM with the space. That Leeds will leave you guys on the counter. Who's your key man for United today? No one's allowed to say Rashi. Too obvious. Well, you know what, team? I look at the team. Obvious. I hear what you're saying. Going back to the lineup. Your key man. But I'm looking in the middle of the park. I'm looking at Fred today. I'm looking at Fred and Marcel Sabitzer, you could almost say, at the same time. But Fred, he didn't have a great game at all on Wednesday. And I think today he needs to do a better job of keeping the ball, controlling the tempo of the game with Marcel Sabitzer in those two almost deep-lying midfield positions. Because a lot of the games, they can be controlled in the middle of the park. We didn't do that on Wednesday night. And it showed because Leeds had a lot of counter-attacking opportunities, won back the ball and was a massive threat, especially in that first half. So I'm looking at Fred to have a better game today, and I hope he does. You can look at the centre-back partnership, but really, I'm looking at the middle of the park and saying, Fred, you've got to be better today. And Marcel Sabitzer, I'm excited to see what he can do as well if we do have better control of the game also. Fred is also a good shout. You were shocking on Wednesday. Yeah, absolutely, T. Absolutely. I'm looking at the predictions from everyone from the poll. 43% say a Leeds United win. 57% say a Man United win. Nobody saying a draw. 7 votes. So shout out to everybody in the cut. The poll will end once the game begins. Bench is looking hella light. Not going to lie. You know what? That's been the story, though, I feel like, for Manchester United. For us, when it comes to our depth, and I know we have a few people out, but when it comes to our depth, it isn't quite there yet. And that's why a lot of people are saying, well, calm down on a title charge or something like that, because we're just not fully there yet. And when we have injuries or suspensions with Casemiro, for example, being out, that shows. It showed on Wednesday. Will it show again today? We shall see. But we're literally a minute or so away from kickoff on what I'm watching anyway. Better make sure that I got the The clock ready to go. Hey, Rich saying Super Bowl tonight too. Listen, we're going to be doing a Super Bowl watch along over on Eagle Eye Football, United Abroad, Pros Only Sports, I'm sure. So stay tuned, man. I'll retweet it for the peeps as well. The game's about to begin. Everybody was having their conversations. Now it's time to get down to business. Of course, Michael Skubala and Chris Armas and all of the other coaching staff for Leeds helping out until they can find a new manager. Jesse March was let go before Wednesday's game. The referee looking at the situation, ready to blow the whistle. And he does. Oh, they took the knee in this game. Well, the game has begun, ladies and gentlemen. I found that rather bizarre because I don't know if it's me or if I haven't noticed, but they haven't done that for a very long time. I did hear about this situation with Ivan Toney at Arsenal. The atmosphere sounding hostile. Hey, T. This is how it is. At Elland Road, you can hear them. I can hardly hear myself speaking because the atmosphere is crazy. This is what the players are going to have to deal with. How will Marcel Sabitzer handle this situation? Playing in an atmosphere like this for Manchester United. How will a lot of the players deal with it today? This is a game where you have to manage your mind to perfection. Don't let situations get the best of you. You prepare for these moments in the lead up to games, but for Manchester United, there haven't been a lot of times to prepare in between games. So maybe a training session, a bit of preparation, and then you've got to get your mind right. Luke Shaw gets closed down by Patrick Bamford. It goes out for a Man United throw-in nonetheless. Man saying sanitizer needs to clean up today. Do you remember this game last season when the pitch was like an ice rink? Oh, bro. Listen, the pitch was absolutely horrific. But there's been some... Since Leeds have come up in 2020, there have been a crazy amount of goals scored. 24 goals scored in 5 Premier League games between Leeds and Man United. So you can expect goals. It was 2-2 on Wednesday. What will it be today on Sunday? Man says CM Luther King, you know. Aye. It's Harry Maguire. Gives it to Diogo Dalot. Had a bit of trouble up against Nonto on Wednesday. Let's see if it will cause him the same problems as well. When it comes to fullbacks and defending, it's important that the wingers also come, or even the midfielders can tuck out at times and support. Tyler Adams, they're just replaying his tough challenge on Jadon Sancho a few seconds before. Luke Ayling, Leeds win a free kick, a foul on Somerville earlier in the play. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, share to your friends and frenemies. If you're watching or discover this stream on Twitter, please be sure to come over to YouTube and conversate with your fellow 22s. Robert puts it in the box. Good save by De Gea. And Leeds with a massive miss early in the game. Somerville with a big opportunity. Luke Ayling clips it into the area, and Robert, shout out to T, just puts it into the area, dangerous area. David De Gea, on his 400th Premier League appearance, makes a crucial save on Patrick Bamford, and as Somerville chased the ball down, I think Malacia did just enough to put him off, and he blasted the ball over the bar with the side of his foot. Big opportunity for Leeds early on, and a massive let-off for Manchester United. Hey, T, you know what? Exactly that. Somerville had to score that opportunity. And if I'm Manchester United, Malacia did just enough in the situation. But they need to wake up. Because on Wednesday, we started slow. We gave Leeds a lot of opportunities. That cannot happen again. CM with a Rocky Balboa speech. If I can change, you can change. Everybody can change. It's non-total. Leeds looking bright again. And the crowd spurring them on. Here's McKinney. The pass not good enough there for Somerville. And Terrell Malacia does well that time to win it back. Heavy touch. Slid in by McKinney. Well won back. And once again, hostile atmosphere. No. The referee, Paul Tierney, has stopped it this time. He's calling for a head injury. The Leeds crowd are hating it. Hating that decision altogether. Malacia's down. He's getting some treatment now. We're looking at it once again. He does well originally. Did I say originally? Did I say originally? He does well initially to win back the ball. But looking at the challenge, oh, Malacia. His head just bounces off the turf. And yeah, T reminding us of when that happened against Manchester City. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. I said get out of here, man. Originally, you know. But hopefully it will be all right. He's just getting back to his... Sitting up now slowly. Just having a drink of water. Ten Hag is having a word with the fourth official, Andy Madeley. And he doesn't look happy at all. Oh my. Erik ten Hag is furious. Absolutely furious. Right now. The game has restarted. Kevin Benson saying red, red, red. Erik ten Hag is absolutely irate on the touchlines. And we don't see that very often. It's David De Gea. Diogo Dalot trying to clear it away. Once again, United getting closed down by Leeds. Somerville gets challenged by Fred. Well done there. Here's Terrell Malacia. Gives it to the Brazilian. Oh, nice pass into Weghorst. Here's Bruno Fernandes now. Gives it into Jadon Sancho. Into the box. Crosses it in. Good block by Firpo. Harry Maguire wins back the ball from the clearance and keeps it in play. Crosses it into the area. Cleared by Weston McKennie. Momentarily and completed once again. Manchester United back on the ball. Shout out to E. Montero. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. I appreciate you coming by each and every time. Hope you're doing fantastic on this weekend. Thank you for coming by the stream. ETH complaining, but there was nothing wrong. Saying Tariq, yeah, you know what? It was a good old challenge. It was unfortunate how Malacia hit the turf, but it was a good challenge by Weston McKennie. Stone Cold Steve Huxton, my manager. Big up yourself each and every time. Thank you for coming through. Manchester United just taking a free kick and receiving play. You know what? I'm hearing all the crowd noise right now. And I just heard some brother say, Anyway, I'm not going to say it, bro. But it's kind of peak, fam. It's kind of peak. The energy. Listen, the energy inside is crazy today. For games like this, when you can hear the crowd, Manchester United fans giving it back now as well. This is what we want from the game. Maguire looked for Rashford on that diagonal pass. Well cut out by Luke Ayling. And now here's Weston McKennie up against Fred. Both tussling. Physical challenge. Fred does well. Throwing Leeds. Luke Ayling, the captain once again for Leeds United today. Almost 10 minutes in and what a start to the game. Some big chances, or a big chance, should I say, for Leeds United early on. And it's been a frantic start. Both teams having opportunities to get forward. You can hear when Leeds United have counter-attacking opportunities, positive forward passes, the crowd gets up. Manchester United will do the same. David De Gea just backing up, getting ready to take a free kick from deep. Looking like he's going to kick it long. And he does. Wilfred Gnonto became only the second player in history to score a first-minute Premier League goal at against Manchester United at Old Trafford on Wednesday. How big of an impact will he have in this game as he provides a nice pass to Firpo around the corner? Harrison ball in, David De Gea claims. De Gea rolls it out to Harry Maguire. Delon around the corner to Marcel Sabitzer on loan from Bayern Munich as he misplaces his crossfield passer Marcus Rashford. And that is not what Manchester United want to do. Somerville cross blocked by Fred. But an example like that, you can see the blueprint from Sabitzer there. But what Manchester United don't want to do, which happened a lot of the times on Wednesday night, is give away the ball and allow Leeds United to counter-attack at speed, especially when we have numbers committed. Definitely T. Fred has had a good start to the game. He's been competitive, winning back the ball. He's been physical. Once again, just winning back possession. And playing the ball forward accurately at that. Yeah, United's passing has been header sloppy. As is once again giving the ball away. Out for a throw into Leeds, but definitely we've matched the physicality thus far. Now where will the quality come into play? But even sometimes in Premier League fixtures, you just need to match the physicality and play forward and keep it simple, most importantly. Leeds United win another free kick. Tug on the shirt saying Paul Tierney. Hey, listen. I just heard somebody in the crowd say you effing scumbag. Fam? Yo, where? Hey. Hey, Sky gonna be getting a whole load of Ofcom complaints, bruv. Especially for those families watching tonight. Today, should I say. Not even tonight, it's in the daytime. No Watershed FC. Here's Weston McKennie. Fred winning back the ball once again. Bruno Fernandes trying to flick it around, but it only went to a Leeds shirt. Free kick once again to Leeds, won by Jack Harrison. Bruno Fernandes trying to flick the ball behind him with his back. Facing our goal and once again just giving away a cheap free kick. Physicality is the most important factor in these type of games. Exactly that, T. Exactly that. And we've seen that early on. But a very good position here. On the right side of the pitch. Close to the area now for Leeds. Manchester United holding their line on the edge of the box. Jack Harrison and Somerville speaking it over. A somewhat two-man wall for Manchester United. Sabitzer and Sancho. He tries to play it inside. Well read by Fred. Rhyming accidentally. Headed into the area once again now. Here's Robin Koch. And he plays it out for a goal kick. Super Nick saying, I love that, but I worry that it's impacting the accuracy We need to get a goal and gain control fast. I hear you, Super Nick. I hear you. I think as the game goes on, it will settle. Because a lot of the time, both teams wouldn't be able to keep up this level of physicality and intensity for a full half, much less a full game. So we will see the game settle, and that's when the test of quality will come into it. David De Gea playing the ball out for a throw in that time. Inaccurate pass. Kevin Benson saying Fred going well, passing not clinical enough. Indeed. United fans chanting about JS, if you know, you know, and Leeds chanting about MG11. Yeah. And that's the unfortunate side of these rivalries that go a little too far. A little too far. It's Harry Maguire. Giving it to Fred. Was closed down quickly and passed it back to David De Gea. Now Luke Shaw. Manchester United just taking their time on the ball. Allowing Leeds to push up and put pressure on them. Potentially wanting to play through in the middle of the park. But thus far, Leeds doing a good job of holding a compact and tight shape. United having to play backwards and sideways for the most part. Maguire into Marcel Sabitzer, playing it around the corner to Diogo Dalot, and will just receive it back again. Nice there, dummy by Bruno Fernandes, but Wout Weghorst was offside, running from an offside position. Is Tyler Adams, gets challenged there by Weghorst, still able to find Harrison. Nonto with a first time ball back into Adams. Harrison playing it to his captain Luke Ayling. Somerville out wide this time around, receiving it back from Harrison. Verba trying to play in Nonto. Just wasn't an accurate enough ball, well cut out by Harry Maguire. Vauber. Shout out to T on that one, fam. Messier kicking it out that time. Jadon Sancho touching it back to Dalot. Receiving it back. And a tough foul there by Junior Firpo. And he gets yellow carded by Paul Tierney. First player to enter the book. And he seemed bewildered. Many times he had the same face on Wednesday midweek. But it was a bad challenge. And Maguire to take this one. Either will play it short or a diagonal pass. That's my guess. And it is the diagonal pass out to the left wing. Can't find Marcus Rashford, headed away by Ayling. And he'll clear it away as well. Terrell Malacia just using a bit of physicality to bump Weston McKennie away from the ball. Leeds fans weren't happy with that. Luke Shaw trying to play it down the line, but it takes one too many touches. United win the throw in that time, but closed down by Weston McKennie. Have to be careful of that, especially playing the ball out from the back. Is Malacia now trying to turn Somerville, then playing it back to David De Gea, who wastes no time and kicks it out. McKennie giving the ball away. Now Bruno Fernandes playing it over the top to Jadon Sancho to chase onto it. Up against Firpo. Adams Oh, now Bruno receives the ball, drags the ball wide, goal kick Leeds. Well done by Jadon Sancho there. Receives the ball, doesn't waste any time in playing it. Once he plays the ball through to Bruno Fernandes on the right side of the box, just drags the ball wide, and good opportunity there for Bruno Fernandes. Should do better, but a good attack nonetheless. Just remember to end the poll, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at the vote, 60% say Man United win, 30% say a Leeds United win, and 10% saying a draw. Shout out to everybody who voted. Super Nick said, oh dear, not quite Bruno. It's Somerville now. Tough challenge by Fred. Brought down, and now Fred enters the book. Well, so far in the game, we have seen that Paul Tierney is not afraid to issue a booking in the game, which is something both sides might have to know after 20 minutes. Shout out to Moss. Hope you're doing well. Today's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Saying, am I the only one to pick draw? Harrison clipping it into the box towards Ayling. Oh, hold on. Bamford almost was blocked by Veghorst. Fred plays it forward now. Jadon Sancho only up there, and Meslier kicks it out for a throw-in. Malacia to take it. He does. Giving it to Bruno Fernandes and receiving it back again. Kevin Benson saying, great build-up, terrible shot. Exactly that from the Bruno Fernandes chance. Delo into Sabitzer. A poor clearance there. That time by Vauber. Vauber. I don't know why I'm adding the air. Here's Harry Maguire. Jadon Sancho trying to get past Nonto. Gives the ball away, but Fred once again wins back the ball. Brilliant performance in the middle of the park thus far in terms of just winning back possession and not allowing Leeds to have time and space. Fred saying we got screwed yesterday. But yeah, got to win at home, 3 points. It's Sancho now. Sabitzer playing it back to Harry Maguire. He's asking for options in the middle of the park. And proceeds to give it to Fred. And now he'll switch it out to the other side to Luke Shaw. Let's see if United can get forward. Leeds not exactly pressing up high, and now they are. Somerville, but each time he just goes back and forms that shape. Played through that time to Sabitzer. That time around, Leeds were played through. Great skill by Sancho, but Vauber able to win back the ball. Kick it out of bounds. The match tempo has slowed. We are looking more composed, saying Super Nick. And that is what we are looking for now. The quality always comes through once the intensity and the speed of the game starts to slow down. Manchester United, that will favour us. Must saying Sancho in again. You guys like him. Well, early days, but we have seen some good from Jadon Sancho, especially in that chance a few minutes ago for Bruno Fernandes, in which he played him in. They're just showing Marcus Rashford, who gave away a free kick a few seconds ago, not being able thus far to get into the game, but still plenty to go. Paul Tierney giving Leeds once again another free kick. Foul on Sabitzer at that time. And as you can see, he seems to just clip Patrick Bamford, who goes down. Nonto and Harrison this time having a conversation. Last time, he took a free kick and tried to play it smartly off the training ground, passing it into the area. Will it be a delivery this time? A proper delivery, should I say. Referee blows the whistle. 25 minutes in. Nonto runs over it. Harrison into the area, headed away by Maguire and cleared by Jadon Sancho. Just about. Harrison once again trying to play it and find Somerville via a deflection. He plays it back to Meslier. Or Melier. Melier. Some say Melier. I'll listen to the commentators this time. Kevin Benson saying, if I was Man U fans, would be getting vexed at the ref. I hear you. He has been giving away a lot of free kicks thus far. But we shall see. Nothing too much to complain about this at this moment of time for me. A little robust challenge there by Somerville. Both him and Bruno Fernandes going into that one. Super Nick agreeing with Kevin's comment. Bruno Fernandes just walking off that challenge. Ten Hag's having a conversation with Ten Hag, and Luke Ayling was there listening. Get out of here, man. It's Sabitzer getting closed down by both Tyler Adams and Nonto, winning his team a free. Not even a free kick, a throw-in. Now Luke Shaw. Maguire. Super Nick saying Ayling is a problem. Malacia now in a midfield position. Just being slightly inverted as Harry Maguire getting closed down that time, and De Gea has to kick it long. Leeds back in possession with Melier kicking it out as well. Patrick Bamford holding off Luke Shaw. Somerville. Offside. Maguire once again just playing the ball forward in the air towards Weghorst. Not an accurate enough pass. What we have seen early in the game is those forward passes haven't been as crisp. We do have Lisandro Martinez on the bench. Rafael Varane, who has participated in such activities, also on the bench. A few Man United fans worried not seeing him in the lineup. But he is okay. Just a matter of rotation for Erik ten Hag. Which is understandable with a big game against Barcelona coming up on Thursday. Fernandes just giving the ball away, trying to play it forward. Marcus Rashford was on the right-hand side that time. Jadon Sancho. And him switching sides. Paul Tierney giving a free kick. Nonto fouled that time. Sabitzer trying to ask the question to Paul Tierney as to why. Harry Maguire speaking to the referee also. We're looking at this again. And it was a foul. He just misses the ball there. Almost 30 minutes into the game. And the crowd is still bouncing. Making noise. What an atmosphere to be a part of. At home, in person. Jack Harrison to deliver once again. One hand up. United playing in high line. Takes the free kick. Headed away by Delo. Elland crosses it in and it goes out for a goal kick. Poor delivery. Must saying Leeds are loud indeed. Super Nick saying originally Sabitzer had no choice. It's Harry Maguire. Jadon Sancho giving a ball away in. Committing another free kick, another foul. You can see Leeds every time. Just quick in the way that they press. Not giving Manchester United, especially those wide players, any time and space on the ball. And Sancho had to pass it backwards. And those that are in forward position also active in winning back possession. Harrison delivering from a similar area once again. Harry Maguire winning a header. Malacia with a touchdown. Perhaps thought he had too much time, but able to win back the ball again. And now Marcus Rashford can run into some space on the left-hand side. Cuts back and tries to clip the ball forward. Gets cleared away and Nonto will win it back on the left-hand side for Leeds. And now Sancho wins it back. Tackled by Firpo. Bruno Fernandes. Crosses blocked. Now Bamford winning it back. And each time you can hear a roar from that home crowd. Dalot. Luke Shaw. Looking as comfortable as ever in that centre-back position. Established this season under Erik ten Hag. In some games. And him and Malacia, Luke Ayling and Tyrell Malacia having a bit of a confrontation and Malacia just tugged the back of his shirt. Luke Ayling. Paul Tierney trying to get a bit of control back, as I'm sure he'll look to call some of the players over and have a word with Luke Ayling, who's walking away. He's having a word with both players. How was that? It's almost like the referee said, hey, hug it out, lads. Hug it out. It's all good. No major beef. It's Jadon Sancho. Trying to pass it into Sabitzer. Goes out for a throw in that time. For Manchester United. Super Nick saying, hug it out, lads. Luke Shaw. Maguire. And Sabitzer gives it into the Portuguese international, Diogo Dalot, who clips it over the top towards Weghorst, who's able to get it back. Now Sancho, Marcus Rashford, the ball a little wide. Now on the left-hand side of the area, trying to deliver it in, blocked by Ayling. Gets it back and blocked again by Luke Ayling out for a Man United throw. Modern football. Kevin Benson said he threw a nasty elbow. Didn't see it that time. Maybe they'll show a replay. Here's Jadon Sancho playing it back towards Harry Maguire. Pressed by Bamford, but able to find the pass. Now Luke Shaw, Tyler Adams fouling him. Free kick United. Not a lot of options. Fred coming short now. Running into an area so Luke Shaw can play to Harry Maguire. Takes too long on the ball. Here's Jack Harrison. Poor play by Maguire. And a good challenge to redeem himself. But for a second, Harry Maguire just didn't know who was behind him. Tyler Adams down on the ground off the pitch. Referee stops play, but my word, Maguire just took one touch and looked to play it back to David De Gea, but took so long to do that. And Harrison, as he got into the area, almost choreographed what he was going to do. Super Dick saying, bye Harrison, don't try it. Ailing is everywhere, trying to stop every chance. I thought Luke Ayling, he did a good job up against Alejandro Garnacho, and it was a tough assignment because he played with energy. He wanted the ball and took him on a lot of the time, but Ayling done a good job for the most part on Wednesday night. Tyler Adams, they're just shorting him out, bleeding in the mouth. Paxton saying poor play from Maguire, a catchphrase used in every game he plays. Oh dear. Next Sunday, Manchester United versus Leicester City at home. Leicester coming off a superb 4-1 victory against Tottenham Hotspur yesterday. Tyler Adams changing his shirt as well as he's able to come back on the pitch. Tyler Adams back on. Here's Marcus Rashford now. He's got a few guys preventing him from making a run on the inside. Malacia gives it to Delo. Now Jadon Sancho. Nonto running out there. Sancho able to get past him. Sabitzer may have been offside, but the linesman said no. Here's Sancho once again. Good challenge by Firpo. Still on the ball, however. Delo, good ball into the area. It was over. Weghorst. Bruno Fernandes giving it into Marcus Rashford. Gets past Somerville. Luke Ayling with a superb challenge. Maguire. Delo with the diagonal pass towards Malacia. But it's just too much on that one. Goes out for a Leeds goal kick. But a good idea that time. Just not executed to perfection. This game has lacked quality from both sides. I've enjoyed the intensity. Having said that, saying Tariq. And, you know, I would agree with that one. I would agree with that one. Was making a game intensity. But here comes Bruno Fernandes. Sorry. Almost getting caught in my words. Gets past Adams. Crosses it in. But a poor cross that time. And Melier and almost Ayling getting caught in two minds. But Melier claiming that one on the second attempt. But yeah, exactly, Tariq. What's made this game exciting and entertaining thus far has been the intensity played by both sides. Leeds, their press and intensity in winning back the ball. Also Manchester United matching that in some moments. But the quality on ball. Here's Bruno Fernandes, who almost tries to chip Melier. He's asking for a handball. Portini stopping play and issuing a yellow card to somebody. Marcus Rashford is down holding his leg. Let's see what happens. Is it a foul on yellow card for Weston McKennie? It looks like that's the case. And then Bruno Fernandes was asking for a yellow card. Sorry, a handball. And yes, Weston McKennie was the one booked. And we're looking at this Bruno situation again. Look like Robin Koch kind of had his hands here. Red card is definitely coming out in this game. Listen, bro. This guy, Portini, is handing out yellow card after yellow card after yellow. I'd be shocked if that wouldn't be the case. Rashford back up on his feet. And he'll go off the pitch, waiting to get the signal from the officials. And Rashford is having a word there with Andy Madley regarding the challenge of Weston McKennie. Not happy with it. Potentially a little high up. Marcus Rashford ran on the pitch. The crowd weren't happy with it. Neither was Luke Ayling. Thought maybe he came on a little too early. Here's Firpo. Tyler Adams. Giving it to Jack Harrison. Good challenge by Sabitzer. Played forward to low calmly, giving it back to David De Gea, who is making somewhat of a landmark appearance today. Not just in a Manchester United shirt. He has become the first non-British player and first goalkeeper to make 400 Premier League appearances for one club. Congratulations to David De Gea. Here's Somerville now, gets past Malacia, cuts back. A little bit of flingy foot. Luke Ayling tries to get the ball in. And they've given a goal kick to Manchester United, saying it came off Ayling last. And it appears to have done so. It's Sancho. Well, we're getting closer to half that time now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to speak about it more in depth once the whistle goes. But, you know, in the game, 3 shots for Leeds, 2 for Manchester United as Tyrell Malacia gives away a free kick once again. But what would you do, you know, as a Manchester United manager or even a Leeds United manager, if you are a supporter of Leeds United, to change the game in your favour and potentially create some more opportunities? Because I would say chance creation has been at a minimum for both sides. Probably the best chance of the game coming for Leeds and Somerville. And here he is now in the box! Saved by David De Gea! What a save! Once again, another big chance for Leeds United. Shout out to Tiro. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time, saying this is scrappy football. What a save by David De Gea. Just toe poking that one. And he does get a touch on it. David De Gea, and it bounces off Harry Maguire. And eventually everyone just surrounds Somerville and gets it cleared. But Tyrell Malacia headed it up in the air. It bounced to the ground and Somerville took over. Dangerous situation there. Fred winning a free kick that time. Another robust challenge there by Patrick Bamford. Tariq saying, I don't think there's been our first half with this amount of fouls this season. I'm not counting, but the amount of fouls has been a joke. It's true, bro. It's true. So many fouls on both sides as well. I believe 3 yellow cards given out. Course heading it on towards Bruno Fernandes. Giving it away that time. Here's Jack Harrison. Tyler Adams. Patrick Bamford gets fouled once again by Harry Maguire. Just getting in there. Nothing discreet about the challenges in this half. Everybody's going in. Go hard or go home. So Bamford that time on the other end of a tough challenge. 3 minutes of added time to be played, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this half. Oh, bad pass. Here, Bruno Fernandes. Chance. Rashford there. Bruno! Great save by Meunier. Wow. Verba. Just with a poor pass. Bouncing it straight into Bruno Fernandes as he looked to touch the ball out with his left foot. Marcus Rashford was running in. But Bruno Fernandes, big chance there. Saved by Meunier's feet. Maybe Bruno has to get that shot a little bit into the air. He opts to shoot it across the ground. Corner kick, ball in by Shaw. And just wide. Just wide of the goal again. Rashford was running towards the back post. Who wins the header? It was Bruno, and then it bounced off a Leeds defender, I believe. Luke Ayling, and Rashford just wasn't able to get there in time to tap it in at the back post. Corner kick again for United. On the other side, Luke Shaw performing the in-swinger this time. And he does. Headed away. Marcus Rashford. Back to goal, cleared away once again by Leeds. Only Malacia back. Is his teammates joining him now? Back to David De Gea. And booted forward. Marcus Rashford wins the header. Only to a white shirt in Somerville. Weston McKennie making the overlapping run. Somerville opts to run inside. And it's just a poor pass to the running Jack Harrison in the box. Once again, just lacking that quality and composure. Half coming to an end now. And the referee blows the whistle for half time. What a first half from both sides. Like what Tariq and many others have said in the chat. It may have not had the quality or the final product in terms of being in that area. And the passing as well, giving away the ball a lot. But the intensity and the speed that has been played at has been absolutely superb to see. Leeds United 0, Manchester United 0. Let me know what you think in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, so far. And what would you change if there were to be changes in the second half from a Manchester United perspective and even a Leeds United perspective? Let's look in the chat. More saying work that ref Bruno. Frustrating that saying Super Nick on the Bruno Fernandes chance a second ago. Yeah, it was a good opportunity. I will say that. Well, I did say at the time, potentially maybe Bruno Fernandes can lift that shot a little bit more than he does, as it was shot across the ground, saved by the feet of Melie. But who knows? We won't get that one back. Leeds United have had some great opportunities, both coming to Somerville. When you look at the first chance, ball in, and it goes into the area, eventually finds him, and as it just bounces towards Somerville across the ground, Malacia does just enough to kind of offset him. Should do better still, but he blasts it over the bar. Second opportunity, Malacia once again involved for a not so good reason. Heads it on the ground, and as it goes down, Somerville just takes over and tries to toe poke it past David De Gea, who gets a hand on it, and it kind of deflects off Harry Maguire as well, and they're able to get it cleared for Manchester United. I would say that Bruno Fernandes' chance from the Vobe mistake was the best opportunity for us. So let's see what everybody's saying. Super Nick saying we are drawing too many fouls. I don't like it. Yeah, you know, he said it as well earlier in the half, towards the end. So many free kicks given away. So many free kicks given away in this game. Yeah. So much possession, but no final product. Well, you know what I'm going to do, actually? Let me go and find the possession stats in the game and just the other statistics thus far. Let's see. Give me a moment while I do that so we can look at the game, the statistics of the game thus far. As it is half time. For the ticker. Okay. So over to the desktop. We can look at this and kind of extend it a bit more so you guys can see it. Shout out to Super Nick once again. So Manchester United have had almost 70% of possession in the game. And these haven't had a lot, which you've seen them win back the ball and counter-attack. In terms of shots, 4 for Leeds, 3 for United, 2 on target for each, and 2 corners, 1 for Manchester United, none for Leeds. And it'll be interesting to see if they have the foul stats, actually. Let's see. Fouls committed. 10 for Manchester United. 6 for Leeds United. So 16 together in the whole first half. I mean, there's got to be a stat out there that says whether this is the most fouls in a first half or something like that. I'm going to go on Twitter in a second and work it out. 2 big chances for Leeds United, which we saw, and 1 big chance for United. Both of them missed, you know. So it's going to be interesting to see what goes on in the second half and whether each team is able to create a few more opportunities for Manchester United. It's about being a bit more better in possession, you know? Kevin Benson saying ref sucks, shoot more. But a shout out to Super Nick saying 70-30. But yeah, it's about having a bit more quality on the ball for Manchester United in the end of the day. In possession, at times they've been sucked into the atmosphere and the game, the speed of the game, and sometimes we've got to do better in that regard. But once again, give me your predictions for the second half and give me your potential changes, maybe in personnel as the game goes by. It will be interesting to see what you guys think. We can look at the Manchester United lineup once again, see who we have on the bench. Of course, we'll have defensive options for if we do have to bring in reinforcements, but also in attacking areas, the likes of Facundo Pellistri, Alejandro Garnacho, Anthony Elanga, who hasn't had a lot of game time recently, but I do expect it to come sooner rather than later. Even Zidane Iqbal to a certain extent, but I don't expect him to come into a game like this. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, when he has played, has been, you know, much improved, not just defensively, but in attacking areas when he came into the team due to Delos's injury. So maybe he might have a role in the game. We've seen Victor Lindelof go into a CDM position at times also. Super Nick saying these are setting a trap up for us. I hope we are able to get a goal and not get any more fouls. You know what, on the second half of that. Maybe a sticky one still. Somerville impacted and showed up the result on Wednesday. I was worried seeing him start today. Interesting one on that one. Also, Super Nick. Always love to see your observations as well. Everybody else in the chat, your observations, so we can kind of come together and speak about the game and maybe parts that I have missed watching the game live and commentating at the same time. Sorry, everybody. Ailing is buzzing around and being a pest, as he was, to be fair, on Wednesday for Leeds. Just having a look online, seeing if there's anything going on. Let's see. All right, I'm going to try and look for some stats online regarding the game. That'll be something interesting to see, to say the least. They always have those stat men up there doing their thing. So let's see if I can find the stat men. If not, it's a sticky one stick. So a squawker. Saying Bruno Fernandes for Man United in the first half versus these, statistically speaking. So let's get up on that one there. So in the first half, a little bit too big there. So most possession, 1. Most touches in opposition box. Most shots and most shots on target. He was the only Man United player to have a shot in the opening 45 minutes and missed a huge chance in stoppage time. Interesting one, that. But once again, Bruno Fernandes, very impactful in the game thus far. And let's see if it will be the same in the second half. Fred in the first half of Manchester United. Most duels won. Most tackles. Most fouls conceded. So a much better performance there by Fred in this second half alone. Very active defensively. And once again, he's been a big part of why we've been able to match the physicality of that Leeds team and almost be comfortable in this atmosphere. Shout out to Kerwin Carter-Williams. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Saying, let's go, boys and girls. Even though we don't have our first 11, we can still win here. Let's continue to believe. And I love that optimism. I love that optimism each and every time, because there is still a game to be won here. You know, Manchester United, we've been speaking about the quality from both sides not being the greatest, but that can change. That can change in the second half. And hopefully it does from a Manchester United perspective. And even if it doesn't, it was shown at the end of the half that opportunities will arise. Opportunities will arise as long as we keep the same intensity in our play and discipline as well. So there is still a game to be won. And shout out to Kerwin for pointing that out. David De Gea is the youngest ever goalkeeper to reach 400 Premier League appearances at 32 years and 97 days. Once again, congratulations to man like David De Gea, as we did say earlier on. So big up to David, man. He has had his critics, no doubt about it. He has had his critics in a Manchester United shirt. But, for the most part, he is been a brilliant servant to the club, and he has made key save after key save, year in, year out, in that shirt, in that position. So shout out to David De Gea. Kevin Benson saying put Ronaldo on. Hey, listen, that option ain't here for us no more, my friend. Ain't here for us at all. Trying to look for anything else that I can find. It was an important one. Just seeing some quotes from Erik ten Hag before the game. Let's see. Erik ten Hag on why Wout Weghorst was selected. You know, he's a big part in what Marcus Rashford is doing, but we want more box arrivals and finishing. We have to get used to his movement and bring him into the right place. So even Erik ten Hag was saying before the game, you know, he acknowledges that perhaps the team haven't got used to having a forward like Wout Weghorst, and that needs to improve. On Harry Maguire as well, he's ready. He played very well in his training. He's training very well, so that's why he starts. Let's see anything else that we can see. Can't quite find anything thus far. But I'll keep you updated on all of that good stuff. But yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, Super Nick with a little eye roll there. Just a slight eye roll, not happy with that one. But looking forward to the second half. I feel like once again, we can win this game as long as we come out a little improved on the quality. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And big up to everybody inside watching, by the way. Everybody that's dropped a like on the video, be sure to subscribe if you're new. Share to your friends and frenemies. If you've discovered the stream over on Twitter, be sure to come through to the chat if you haven't already and say what's good to everybody, all the 22s. And in the links below in the description, you can see links to my second channel, which is CM22. Click the little link there, even though it doesn't seem to be showing up as a link. I'll try and change that. But the link in the description to my second channel, CM22, and you'll see it on my channel page as well, where I have separate watch-alongs to NBA chillathons that we literally did on Friday. Wrestling chillathons, going to be doing one on the 19th of February. And, you know, just casual football watch-alongs away from Manchester United. My streams on Twitch for playing games and just fun stuff like that. And all socials, TikTok, Twitter. Follow the community Discord. Join the community Discord, I should say, as well, where we have conversations, release the weekly schedule, and so much more. So big ups to everybody inside. And also, for my brand new weekly show, CM's United Report, which it comes on once a week, unless there's emergency news that needs to be reported. There is a section in the community Discord where you can contribute your stories that you've seen or read over the week. And we can speak about it on stream on CM's United Report. So look out for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Also, Paxton saying David De Gea is saving us yet again, but we'll get no acknowledgement from most fans. Well, that's the unfortunate thing. You know, David De Gea. Well, but when it comes to Manchester United, there seems to always be some sort of a scapegoat, right? And look, it's fine by constructively criticizing or calling out a player's performance when it's bad, but there needs to be a bit of balance to that. And I feel like some opinions are completely unbalanced. Now, of course, David De Gea has his issues. I am not denying that. David De Gea with his feet, we saw it in this game as well, with him playing it out, trying to play it out in the air, and it goes out for a throw-in, or booting it out, where maybe in other situations it would have been better, but in this situation, you probably would have liked to boot it out anyway. But we know that David De Gea has his issues, but every goalkeeper has their issues too. And you know, David De Gea has been once again a brilliant contributor to Manchester United, this team, and has saved us on many occasions. So I'm grateful for that, you know, just to say the least. Fred needs to fire up the team, saying Kevin Benson ain't. I hope that we can come out with the same intensity and fire in this second half, because, you know, Fred was a key contributor in that performance as the players are coming back out the tunnel again. He was a key contributor to that performance. And, you know, shout out to T once again, who was asking me who is going to be the key guy. And he said, you know, Marcus Rashford aside. And I said, you know what? Even ahead of Marcus Rashford, I said Fred. Because in the middle of the park, that is where we're going to have to compete with this Leeds side. And thus far, we have done so. Haven't possessed the quality on ball. Neither have Leeds at times. But in terms of physicality, intensity, competing on those two factors, on those two sides of the game, we have done that. And Fred, for me, has been a key contributor. Marcel Sabitzer has performed well also. So let's see what happens as both teams are emerging from the tunnel. And, you know, a crucial one that we believed before the game, a crucial thought that we believed before the game. We cannot drop points. Recently, we've dropped way too many points. And that needs to be rectified starting from today. Leeds kicking off in the second half. A little bad omen. United have lost 6 of their last 11 Premier League games on a Sunday. Four wins and 1 draw to make up the rest of those fixtures as Leeds kick off for the second half. It's Diogo Dalot. Gotta slap the glasses back on. It's focusing time. Luke Shaw winning a free kick from Patrick Bamford. Dalot playing it down the line into Jadon Sancho. No second half substitutions thus far for either side. Everything remains the same. Let's see how either side can start the second half. And Tyler Adams playing it forward to Patrick Bamford, but Harry Maguire does well to step in and win the ball back. Luke Shaw getting caught there and giving it away to Weston McKennie. Plays it into a central area. Somerville takes a strike. Saved by David De Gea. Corner kick Leeds. Just looking at that situation once again. Somerville takes it onto his right and comfortable. Easy enough save for David De Gea. Did bounce in front of him. But a save you expect him to make. Played short to Nonto, delivered into the box, and it's got a delivery! Weston McKennie was there. Headed over the bar. Just looking at that once again. I think Harry Maguire was closest there to Weston McKennie. Let's see what happens. It comes off the shoulder of the man on loan from Juventus. It's Maguire. Diagonal pass, gets it all wrong there, giving it away to Somerville. He's driving through. Ayling crosses it in. Harrison, wide shot again. Just tries to side foot it from a tough angle with his left foot. Can't get it across. Across goal. Harrison potentially should use his right there, but it did come at him quickly. Just tries to poke it with his left foot and goes out. But a couple opportunities for Leeds winning back the ball in high areas and going beyond the defence. And like what Super Nick is saying, this is troubling. From a Manchester United perspective at least. David De Gea, poor kick out of goal. Here's Patrick Bamford, won back by Fred. My word. What a horrific start by the Red Devils. And Sabitzer tries to keep it in play, but misses. It seems like the atmosphere almost is getting to them. Time to wake up. On 3 separate occasions now, Manchester United giving the ball away cheaply in high areas, in dangerous areas. Harry Maguire giving a free kick away. We're lacking intensity to match Leeds, saying Super Nick. I think it's the focus, it's the concentration in the game thus far. Atlanta Fred is the best outfield player. It's worrying, stressing, Super Nick. Harrison, Somerville, and Lonto speaking over it again. 50 minutes in the game. A free kick from a good position is United. It's the line. Way out. Harrison to deliver. Headed away by Maguire. Volleyed by Ayling! Wide of the goal. Once again deflected. Leeds corner. Oh, just wide. The flex of Luke Shaw goes through his legs. They are bullying us in every area, saying Super Nick. My gosh, I feel sick. Hold up in there, Manchester United fans. It's a difficult start to the half, however. Harrison delivers once more. Punched out by David De Gea. Somerville running onto it and playing it back to Tyler Adams, and he'll give it to Medier. Goal. Kicks it long. Won by Bamford. Nonto trying to take it down also. Malacia trying to get away. McKennie trying to play it through. Somerville can get to the ball. A few deflections here and there. And it looks like Somerville plays it out for a goal kick. And it is a goal kick. And Leeds ain't happy with it. They wanted a free kick. But I didn't see it. Let's look at it again. Oh, it's a corner kick. It actually comes off Fred. Wow. Wow. Four shots so far in the second half for Leeds. 4 touches in the opposition box. None for Manchester United. Fernandez goes down to the crowd. Nope. Foul given, but Bruno's holding his head. And the referee stops play. It was a soft challenge. I'm not going to lie about Faubert. He kind of touched his face. Bruno's still on the ground. And Fernandez is holding his head. I mean, there's no need for treatment in that one, in my opinion. He kind of gets just a push to his face and he goes down. He's getting treatment now, however. So maybe I'm wrong. Eric Ten Hag having a word with Fred, Diogo Dalot, Jadon Sancho and Sabitzer. As Bruno Fernandes back to his feet and will walk off the pitch. Maybe you think this is an opportunity for United to regroup and have a breather. He's giving the ball back to United and playing it out of play. Playing it out of play. Kicking it out of play, should I say. Less repetition in the words. Here's Diogo Dalot now. Mind game is going on. ETH has a quick cuddle. I hope he tweaks the tactics, saying Super Nick. More saying Bruno showed up to the rest. He cannot stop talking to them even on the sidelines. Sabitzer giving it to Sancho. Sweet touch there. Now Marcus Rashford. Weghorst in the area. Sancho running in with Bruno Fernandes. Rashford goes down. Referee tells him to get up as it was cleared away. Oh, Aiden with the challenge. Strapped in CM for these Man U and Real Strasbourg. Second half and CM starting. Shout out to Moss each and every time. And big up to everybody in the chat. Hope you're enjoying this watch along thus far. And if you are and haven't already, be sure to drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new and share to your friends and frenemies. Click the notification bell also, by the way, so that you know when we go live or when we upload an episode of Stay United Twins. It's Harry Maguire. Bruno winning a foul. Nonto bringing him down just about as he touched the ball over the player. Over his leg at least. Just to avoid getting challenged. Bruno looking to play the ball over to Fred. And it's a decent enough pass. Here's a Brazilian international. Step over. Goes down by the challenge of Luke Ayling. No free kick. And here come Leeds. Weghorst with a great challenge. But it only goes to Jack Harrison. Sabitzer with a good challenge. Corner kick once again. Patrick Bamford now coming off for Leeds. Jorginho Rutter replacing Bamford. Up front, it's been a decent performance by Patrick Bamford. A few acts of physicality. Hasn't had many opportunities and I'm sure he's not happy with that. But the Frenchman coming on now will hope to offer something different and potentially give his team the lead. Manchester United fans, include myself, hoping that's not the case. Ball in by Harrison. Good opportunity once again. Corner kick for Leeds once more. It was Robin Koch almost winning the header that time. Not sure if he did and it was deflected. Harrison travelling over to the other side to take it with his left peg. Super Dick saying less of that. Fred and Luke Ayling having a little tussle in the area. Paul Tierney having a word. Luke Ayling's there trying to have a word with Weghorst. Once again, both players getting into a tussling battle. Paul Tierney having a word once more with Fred and Ayling. Ball in. Cleared by Bruno Fernandes. Or Bruno Fernandes. If you play FIFA. Here's Harrison trying to play in Rutter. Clips it into the area. Cleared by Luke Shaw. Now here's Weghorst. Gets it into Marcus Rashford who can take over. Sancho running on the outside of it. Back into Rashford. Poor touch. Tackled by McKinney. Rutter. Just about wins it back. A bit lucky there. on his home debut for Leeds United. Ball forward by Ayling and a superb spread it like butter moment. Now here's Nonto. Somerville. Gets past Fernandes and gets fouled, maybe? No. Just goal kick to Manchester United. This time Tierney not opting to give the Yorkshire side a free kick. He was clipped by Bruno Fernandes, which is why I was surprised when he was not given a foul. And now a double change with Alejandro Garnacho and Lisandro Martinez coming on. Terrell Malacia is departing for Lisandro Martinez. And Jadon Sancho will be coming off for Alejandro Garnacho. And let's see what happens. Will Marcus be going out to the right-hand side? Will Garnacho go out there? Luke Shaw will be going out to that left-back position now, and Lisandro will be partnering Harry Maguire. In Lisandro, you have a guy who is probably our strongest passer out of the back. So let's see what happens. Coffee and breakfast and football. See and watch you. Shout out to Moss One. Again, big up yourself. Super Nick saying I like this. Shout out to MX10. Hope you're doing well. Per day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by each and every time. Weston McKinney winning a throw in there for Leeds. Junior Fairpo to take, put it back into play. It's Harrison. Lisandro Martinez gets there first on the challenge. Bruno booting it forward now. Super Nick asked a good question. What's for brekkie, Moss? What's for brekkie today? Not really a breakfast person, me. Especially nowadays that I've started fasting again. Luke Shaw, man on, son, man on. Gives it into Lisandro. Well played. Martinez with a sweet pass into Bruno Fernandes. A bit of space to work with here. Marcus Rashford running on behind in the area now. Gives it into Sabitzer. Diogo Dalot crossing it into the area beyond Weghorst. You can tell it was towards him. Garnacho as Luke Shaw won back the ball. Couple step overs. Fred into Dalot off the crossbar. What a strike! Throw in United. Wow. That one just cannoned onto the crossbar. So look at this again. Fred gives it to him. One touch. Out the feet. Bow. Medier was beaten. Super Nick saying it hard. Must saying oatmeal, berries, and coffee, and a piece of toast. Still early. Hey, that sounds nice. I ain't gonna lie. That sounds real nice. Here's Harry Maguire giving it to Lisandro Martinez. Harry Maguire getting caught there that time by Jack Harrison and playing it out for a throw-in. Yeah, the crossbar. Definitely unlucky, Kevin and Moss. What a strike. Fernandes. Now Fred. Playing it forward. Marcus Rashford can run onto it and uses his physicality to hold onto the ball. Good challenge there by Robin Koch. It's Fred! Shot wide of the goal. Nice piece of play there. Bruno plays it into Venkos, who bounces it into Fred first time, and a little ball roll just doesn't get it on target. It was always going high and wide. United now starting to ascend, getting a few opportunities going forward. 2 shots in the second half. Another ball given away. Here's Ruter. Oh, nice turn away from Fred and Shaw. What can he do next? Pass it out to Nonto. A couple fakes. Ball in low. Cleared by Venkos. And yes, Moss, Lisandro Martinez has come on recently with Alejandro Garnacho. Nonto again. Shooting opportunity. Straight at David De Gea. Sure. Now Lisandro Martinez. Who went off? So Tyrell Malacia came off for Lisandro Moss. So that means that Martinez goes into the back four centre-back partnership with Harry Maguire next to. And Luke Shaw goes out to the left-hand side as the fullback. Diogo Dalot is the other fullback as well. And then Jadon Sancho came off Alejandro Garnacho. Good ball over the top to Marcus Rashford. Back heels it to Garnacho. Challenged by Alien. Bounces off Alejandro. Out for a goal kick. But once again, Lisandro Martinez just showcasing what he offers as an outlet to play the ball. Find those runners. Maguire gives the ball away. Fred was being closed down, but he was able to mop it back up again, Maguire, as he takes the ball forward now. Garnacho just bouncing off somebody as he looked to play it back into the English centre-back. Ruter winning a throw-in for his home side. Here's Venkos giving it into Bruno and receiving it back again. Garnacho running. Luke Ayling gets there first. So interesting observation is that Marcus Rashford has gone back out on the right. A lot of criticism for that decision in the midweek, saying that he wasn't really in the game until he went into that striker's position. Here's Junior Firpo now. Plays it beyond. Somerville in. Corner kick deflects off Luke Shaw. But what do you guys think about that opinion on Marcus Rashford out on the right wing? Do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it potentially? Ball in by Harrison. Headed on by Ruter. Oh, Ayling! But straight at David De Gea. Went for the overhead kick. Hey, here. I'm sure happy that it was right down his throat. Sabitzer. Now Martinez. You can hear, credit to this crowd. Not just home, but away also. This crowd has, for the most part in this game, been loud. One of the best atmospheres all season that I've heard, in my opinion. Maguire. Gives the ball away. On the attempt of a diagonal pass. Here's Somerville giving it into Rute. Good defending by United once more. There's Sandro and Luke Shaw that time. Rashford. Out to Vegas. Now Garnacho. Just doesn't take the ball in his stride. And there was a lot of space to run into and work with, more importantly. Both teams winning the ball. Giving it away, winning the ball, giving it away. Yeah, drink of water. Every time there's a United chant, you can hear the boo. United, boo. I'm telling you, insane. But we gotta get this. Less than 20 minutes to go in the game now. United passing it about. And Sibits are giving away the ball. So now in the second half, what we've seen from Manchester United, in my opinion, even less quality on ball today in the second half. Especially in the last 5 to 10 minutes. Diogo Dalot now coming off for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Dalot coming close to giving United the lead if it wasn't for the crossbar. And now Aronson coming on. Brendan Aronson coming on for Leeds United as Jack Harrison comes off. A very active game for the Leeds midfielder. AWB on for Dalot saying Super Nick, yes indeed. So a couple changes there for both sides, one each. How are you guys feeling about the Man City Aston Villa game later? Arsenal dropping points. Newcastle dropping points yesterday. There are opportunities. It's Harry Maguire. Giving it to Wan-Bissaka, who takes his first touch in the game. Vegas wants to play it forward, but nobody there, no support as he tried to hold it up and turn. Tyler Adams to McKinney. Verber over the top now to Nonto. Great challenge by Wan-Bissaka, or good challenge, should I say. Throw in. Yeah. Always remember, ladies and gents, to stretch. So when you're sitting down watching a football game at times, you can seize up just a little bit if you don't. And there will be an interesting last 15 minutes, so be sure to refill on those snacks and drinks. Unless you're fasting like me. Best believe. When I'm off. That thing is bruck. Oh, nice by Vegas there, but McKinney wins it back again. Shout out to UZ Gamings. Hope you're doing well. Your day's been blessed. Appreciate you coming by every time. He says take off Harry Maguire. He has been poor in possession at times, and so have a lot of players. Sabitza's given the ball away. Sure, David De Gea at times. The quality on ball just hasn't been up to par in the last, say, 15 minutes of the game. We need to be better in that regard because we don't want to give it away cheaply and allow Leeds to be presented with a golden opportunity. Here's Luke Shaw now. Giving it away high up the pitch at least. Luke Ayling wins it back. Ruter. Nonto up against Wan-Bissaka. Now Weston McKennie. Back into Nonto in the area. Maybe looking for a challenge or two. Doesn't get it. Ayling. Adams giving it back to the right back. And Nonto gives it away to Luke Shaw. What's for lunch later? I don't even know, UZ Gamers. I don't even know. I know what's for, well, hey, what am I having for dinner? A lovely bit of oxtail and rice and peas, you know what I mean? A bit of vegetables on the side as well. What about everybody else? Dinner settings today, let me know in the chat. This match is draining me. I don't think I can deal with Villa City match, saying Super Nick. Vegas, a little roll of the eyes there from Super Nick as well. Luke Shaw playing it high over the top towards Rashford. Melier comes out a goal and heads it away. Good goalkeeping. Now, Leeds win that battle of who's going to win the header in the air. Nonto, cross-blocked. Hey, you're making me want to go get Jamaican food before Super Bowl now, saying must. Hey, the Super Bowl is going to be there. Looking forward to that one still. And I don't even watch American football in the season. I just hype me settings. I know a lot of people are saying to me, right now, do me a favour, but here's Somerville. Chance for Leeds! Great save by David De Gea again with his feet. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but I got caught off guard. Speaking about yard food, and all of a sudden, Somerville had a golden opportunity once again. Just United giving the ball away. Luke Shaw with a poor pass back to Lisandro Martinez. Somerville used his pace to go beyond and strike it. Saved once again with the right foot of David De Gea. Uzi saying Patrick Mahomes gonna win. Here's Aronson. Flag was up. My word. Leeds have had some opportunities in this game today. United have been let off on many occasions, not just in the second half, but in the first half also. And Somerville, he'd be disappointed. He will be disappointed having not taken at least one of those chances. It's Sabitzer picking it up deep and passing it forward to Veghorst. Now Fred. Sabitzer, sweet ball over to Luke Shaw now. He touches it down. Somerville crosses it in. Rashford! 1-0. Another header. Marcus Rashford does it again. Manchester United 1-0 up. And they go and celebrate with the Manchester United crowd with just over 10 minutes to go. 1-0 United. again. Brilliant ball in by Luke Shaw. Sabitzer with the pass. Shaw with the touch and delivery. And Rashford with the header into Menier's right corner. A sweet header. A sweet cross. The moment of quality that the game needed. But hold on. Checking for offside. VAR is checking for offside. Let's see what the decision is. Hold it for a moment. The lines are not there yet. They're having a close look at the image. VAR, don't do us dirty now. I'm going to read the names, bruv, and it's onside. Manchester United remain 1-0 up. And you will hear a roar in a second's time. And you do now. 1-0 United. Hey, Roberto Carlos comes out again saying Paxton, he's getting the bin as well. Saying game over. Shout out to Paxton in the cut. All my homies hate VAR. Saying UZ. Onside saying Super Nick. Hey, the rush cannot stop. The line's working for VAR today, saying Moss. Yeah, he's not happy about the decision yesterday in the Arsenal game. But Manchester United, after a frustrating second half, after a second half with little to no quality on ball, Sabitzer with a sweet diagonal pass into Luke Shaw, who takes a touch, controls the ball, and just a wonderful ball into the area. Eric Ten Hag celebrates. Marcus Rashford celebrates. Now less than 10 minutes to hold on to the lead or possibly add on to it. The line's working for VAR today. Shaw and Rash in my FPL brilliant saying, Moss, hey listen, they're my FPL. I'm not complaining because this week has kind of gone down in the bin with all of the Saturday games. I'm not going to lie. So inject it in my veins. UZ Gamers asking for Man City game predictions. Give him your predictions in the chat, ladies and gents. Marcus Rashford with just another goal. Absolutely superb. That's now 3 goals in his last 4 away Premier League games. Emery masterclass saying UZ. What a header. 2 headers in 2 games for Marcus Rashford against Leeds. I know a lot of people would be asking what world are we living in. Here's Wan-Bissaka, ball in the area. Just doesn't get that one right. Fred will win it back. Martinez. Now Harry Maguire. 1-2 with Fred and bounces it out back to Lisandro. Paxton saying De Gea had a couple of shaky moments, but without him, we might be drawing or losing this game. And that is a fact. You know, you've got to be balanced in this argument. Of course, David De Gea, he did have some shaky moments on ball, no word of a lie. But some of his saves today have kept us in the game. Here's Alejandro Garnacho in the box. Beyond 2-0. Garnacho off the bench finishes the game. The young man who got a lot of criticism in the midweek game against Leeds has come off the bench and responded. How about that? How about that? But there were a lot of people that, in my opinion, were giving him some unfair stick after that game against Leeds. So how about that? How about that? Let's see the evaluation today. 2-0 United. Garnacho with the second. I don't usually get this emotional when it comes to situations like this. But some of the response was crazy. Borderline disgraceful in my opinion. So how about that? Celebrate that. And Ten Hag giving a thumbs up. And a smile. How about that? That's what we're talking about. Harmony. Encouragement. We go again. Come on. Big up to everybody in the chat. Paxton saying, hold that toxic fan base. Yes, boy saying Kerwin Carter Williams. 35-year-old holding smoke. Hey, you see, if you know, you know. Who they gonna blame today, eh? Hold that. Garnacho, come on. Weston McKinney coming off for Leeds United. Sam Greenwood going on. Goal scorers Marcus Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho late on in this game to give United a 2-goal cushion now to hold on to. Tonight some bird cooking. Oh man. But what an impact. What a turnaround for Manchester United and Erik ten Hag. It may have not been the best performance quality-wise, but they've been able to get the job done. And that's all that matters. Shout out to Coach's Corner. Hope you're doing well. Hope your day's been blessed. I appreciate you coming by each and every time. Hey, one more goal, please. Ball into the area for Leeds. And just about cleared away into a dangerous area there in that Man United box. Second half of the season, we're doing the title chart, says Andy Tate. Coming from UZ Gaming. Here's Aronson! Deflected by Vekhorst. Out for a corner kick. Super Nick saying, please remember to like up the live, comment, share, subscribe as always. If you've enjoyed this stream, share to your friends and frenemies as always, and click the notification bell to know when we go live or release videos like the United Twins with myself, CM, and my twin bro Cappy discussing the games. Oh, huge roar by the Leeds crowd as Fred tried to clear it, possibly for a handball. Now United on the counter-attack. Bruno Fernandes giving it to Garnacho. Again, in on goal. Chance blocked. Sabitzer, great challenge. United have back possession. Here's Bruno once again. Ball in, saved by Melier. Yeah, you're getting cooked all week now, Paxton. I'm telling you. And it's warranted. It's a well-deserved cooking. Not rare, not medium rare. Well done, brev. Not even well done, fam. Overcooked. CM, I can't wait for Sabitzer Casemiro versus Barcelona. Them passes gonna be elite. Hey, listen. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one, UZ Gaming. I hear you, Coach's Corner, man. I know. I would like, you know what? I would try. Here's Rashford. He might be offside. Puts it in the back of the net. He's offside. Yeah, he's offside. He looked offside, to be fair. But it's just the time that gets to me. It's just the time for me to create those videos and get them out in time more so. Which is why the episodes are not as long. But it's one of them ones, man. And hopefully in the future. For sure, for sure. Rashford, they're checking, actually. They're checking on VAR for offside just in case. Is Rashford on? He looks off. 4 minutes added time at the end of the game, ladies and gents. Yeah, he's offside. He's offside. Yeah, Marcus is offside. Anthony Elanga now coming on. As Marcus Rashford departs, and he'll get an applause from the crowd. Rashford scores again and contributes to one Manchester United getting back to winning ways. Elanga getting some game time, and Ten Hag, congratulations Rashford once more. Rute heading it to Nonto, who momentarily slipped for Leeds. Maguire heading it away, and now Veghorst doing a good job of trying to control the ball as Sandro blasts it clear. The coach's corner says Varchester get one more now. Man said Varchester, you know. Less of that. Less of that. Elanga go over Ghost of Kiev Mudrik. Saying you see. Martinez trying to get in between two players. Sabitzer. Now Bruno fakes the cross. And takes too long to play it forward. Wan-Bissaka with a great challenge. Now here's Fred. Great challenge from a Leeds perspective as well. Let's rilling up the crowd. They've given Fred the man of the match. And my word, has he had himself a match, the Brazilian. He got a lot of criticism and fair criticism on Wednesday night. But he, defensively, winning back the ball, even on ball at times, has been absolutely superb. And just keeping it simple, winning back the ball and preventing dangerous attacks. Well done to Fred. Maguire, Veghorst! Offside. Two offside goals, yeah. And Veghorst was offside for that one, as Harry Maguire won the header. Or, they're asking a question right now. Does it come off Harry Maguire? Because if it doesn't, then it should be a goal. Oh! It comes off the arm of Verba. But they're not going to look at that, I believe. Or are they? Oh, they are. They are. They're checking on VAR. They are. They're checking on VAR. Check complete. Offside. They've given an offside on here. It didn't look like, from what I saw, a touch Maguire, but maybe you did. Coach's corner asking Martinez DM. It's a possibility. And this game is played as a centre back, sorry. After Malacia came off. We've seen Lindelof play in a DM position in the latter stage of games. Notably, I believe, Nottingham Forest and even the Leeds game, I think, when he came on. Fred gets man of the match. Can you believe it? After Wednesday saying Super Nick. Exactly that. Big up to Manj once again. My reverse psychology worked today. And that is that. Manchester United back to winning ways and get revenge against Leeds after a tough game. And, you know, for large parts of this one, it was a difficult game. Physicality, intensity from that Leeds United and the hostility of that home crowd. But Manchester United late on, able to win the game through goals from Marcus Rashford in the 79th minute and Alejandro Garnacho, the substitute, in the 84th minute, putting the game beyond doubt and securing that victory in the Premier League. Manchester United 2-0 winners at Elland Road. Congratulations to the lads out there. Congratulations to Erik ten Hag. A result that was desperately needed. And that should give us some confidence going into the Europa League game against Barcelona. Hopefully that is the case. Leeds haven't won a game in their last 9. They're 17th in the league when 1 point above the drop zone. Everton have a game in hand, so they could potentially drop in the bottom 3 if Everton win their game against Liverpool on Monday. But for now, the United fans are clapping all of the players and their efforts on getting back to winning ways, and well deserved. Let me know what you think of the game overall, ladies and gents, before we wrap it up here. I want to say thank you to everybody who has been here over the course of the stream. Big ups to Moss, Supernick, Coach's Corner, Manj Paxton, UZ Gaming, of course, Kerwin. Got a big ups to everybody. Kevin Benson as well. Eagle Eye Football, Tariq Talks, Tero, MXN, who was here earlier. Shout out to E. Montero as well. Just blessings to everybody in the cut. Thank you for coming through. Super Nick saying big up to ETH and Rashi. Big up to Garnacho also, man. Saying big ups to Manj also saying big ups. I'll catch everyone next time. Let's go. Hashtag Glazers out each and every time, man. And big news should be coming in the in this week or so. So be sure to tune into CM's United Report. We'll be speaking about it on Friday. So big news should be coming regarding the bidders of Manchester United and all of that good stuff. So we shall see. We shall see. Super Nick saying big up everyone who has made the stream fantastic. Exactly that. Because that is what you always do. That game that shut the fan base. Here's up. Congratulations to the hair, Fred and Garnacho. Saying Super Nick, Moss with the clapping hands. Big ups to you. Hashtag Glazers out from Super Nick. Paxton saying GGMU. Hashtag Glazers out. Result. Even more saying Maguire gets everywhere. Coach's Corner. And less with the Varchester business, bruv. Kevin Benson says, got my prediction right. What did I say in my prediction? I definitely got it wrong. I definitely got it wrong on the Eagle Eye Football predictions. But it don't matter because we're living it up. What did I say? I said 3-1 United. Damn. It is what it is. Because we got the victory. And I don't give a damn, ladies and gentlemen. I do want to direct you to a few things before I go on stream. So as always, link in the description. You will find my second channel, CM22. Be sure to subscribe over there for wrestling chillathons, NBA chillathons, and also just other football watch-alongs away from Manchester United. Got a lot of content coming there in the next few weeks and months. Exciting times. Be sure to follow me over on Twitch where I'll be playing games like Football Manager, FIFA, NBA, WWE, all of them good things, and just having fun, communicating on a casual vibe with the 22s. Also on all socials, TikTok, Twitter. Be sure to follow over on those platforms if you haven't. Be sure to join the community Discord, the 22s, where a lot of stuff, conversations, announcements, are all these kind of things, even where you can contribute to the future shows, the weekly shows. So be sure to get down there and join the community, join the 22s, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody for their support over the course of this episode. I want you to have a wonderful rest of the weekend. And until the next time, I'll see you lots in a bit.